Hi YouTube! Do you know much about Far Cry 3? Well, you're gonna now because Ubisoft was nice enough to send me a review copy, and here's my review. If you haven't played Far Cry 1 or 2, don't worry. Far Cry 3 features all new characters and an all new environment. You play as Jason Brody, a cool dude who's gone on vacation on a tropical island with a few close friends and his two brothers. While you're all having a good time, tragedy strikes. The entire group is ambushed and kidnapped by this jerk. His name is Voss. You can tell he's the bad guy just by the mohawk and the big old scar in his eye. Plus there's the fact that your first impression of him is after he's locked you in a cage and threatens to kill you. Without spoiling anything, the game's goal is to help good old Jason Brody find and save his friends and escape from Voss and the island. Because really, why would you want to stick around on an island with this?
Do you want me to slice you open like I did your friend?
Far Cry 3 is an open-world first-person shooter with RPG elements. A mouthful, I know, but that's the easiest way to describe it. Early on in the game, you meet Dennis Rogers, this delightful man, who teaches you all about the Tatau. Yes, that's Tatau, not tattoo. As you earn EXP, you can unlock new abilities in the Tatau skill trees. Which abilities you unlock is entirely up to you. Missions are generally of the gathering and or killing variety, but there's plenty of variation from mission to mission. Transportation methods change seamlessly from foot to zip line to hang gliding and more. You'll be helping new friends, taking down enemies, and advancing the story along, all while exploring the expansive open environment. When not completing missions, Jason can spend his time collecting materials to craft with, like animal pelts or a variety of plants. Crafting ends up being a very fun but essential part of Far Cry 3 as you create and upgrade your various pouches or create syringes which can be used as medicine. As for weapons, your options also seem to be endless. Customize your basic handgun, whip out your bow and arrow, upgrade to a flamethrower, or just stick with your trusty knife. It's all up to you. Bored of hunting bears? No worries, there's tons of mini games to try your hand at. Poker, races, playing to make money or earn rewards. Look, high score. Take that, Ubisoft employees. I know, big competition. The real magic of Far Cry 3 though, and what makes it so unique and wonderful, is just how unpredictable and realistic everything you encounter in the open world is. I mean, I've never lived on or even been to a tropical island, but I mean, it's certainly a believable environment at least. Gameplay is truly unique for each player. Shut off a camp's alarm and attack undetected, or you could barge in and just take everyone down as fast as humanly possible. It's up to you. There's no defined method to get through any mission. It's entirely up to the player, which is great. At one point, a bear even barged in on a fight that I was having as part of a mission, and I just let the whole scenario play out. It was great, actually. I mean, how many video games do you get to just sit and watch a bear maul your enemy for once? The characters are also believable and lovable too. Poor Jason Brody is just like us. He's just a beach, I guess in our case he's just a computer bum, think of it that way, with no real survival skills in the beginning. But he learns as he goes, and so do you.
I've never shot anyone before.
Because of how believable of a character that Jason tends to be, it's really easy to get immersed into him as a character and then into the storyline as a whole. It's also really easy to fall in love with all the other characters that there are, like Dennis and Dr. Earnhardt, and then eventually there are plenty of others that you will find yourself getting attached to. I don't want to get too into it because I don't want to spoil anything, but there are a lot of characters and they're all invested into the storyline in one way or another. As you go, you realize that you're not really all about just saving yourself. You really want to help protect and save everyone else that's on the island and everyone else that you came with.
I could have anyone I choose.
Overall, Far Cry 3 combines some of the best elements from recent great games like Red Dead Redemption, Fallout, Assassin's Creed, and others, while throwing in its own fantastic touches. The realistically random and huge environment takes open world to a whole new level, and the varied gameplay keeps the game constantly fresh without getting annoying. Each player's experience is bound to be a good one because it can be completely catered to the player themselves. And then on top of that, the wonderful plot serves to bring it all together and bring an emotional attachment into the gameplay, which is always important. Being that this is my first actual official review on the Nintendo Fangirl channel, I feel it important to establish the fact that I hate numbered reviews. I think that they're pointless because, I mean, you can't really rate every single video game on the same scale when they're all vastly different. However, I will be rating it, and the way that I'm going to rate it is just based off of my own enjoyment. I don't know if I'll be doing reviews in the future, but I'll be using the same scale for them if I end up doing it. So introducing the Sam's Enjoyment Scale. And on the Sam's Enjoyment Scale, Far Cry 3 rates a hardcore, I thoroughly enjoyed this game. If you're into the open world or the sandbox type games where you really like to explore and also you really like to go about doing all the side quests because there's tons of them, you'll find yourself collecting all of the various memory cards and the relics that are strewn about the open world, then this is certainly the game for you. Far Cry 3 can even be great for players who have not yet gotten into the first-person shooter style of games because there are difficulty options and one of them is extremely easy, rest assured. The game is a bit violent and there is quite a bit of swearing, so, you know, the younger children should probably stay away unless you're, you know, nice and mature. But other than that, I think it's a great game, and if you have a PlayStation 3, an Xbox 360, or a PC to pick it up on, it's out there starting December 4th here in America, and it's already out everywhere else. And that's all. Thank you, Ubisoft, for sending me the game. I thoroughly enjoyed it, as you saw from my Sam rating scale. And if you guys are interested in having me do more game reviews, let me know down below, because this is a new thing for me. I'm not sure if it's going to be something I stick with or if this is a one-time thing. I guess we'll see. By the way, guys, I put a link right in the top of the description box down below. You should totally go visit the Far Cry 3 Facebook page because they're giving away tons of really cool stuff. There's a bunch of stuff that I want on there, like really cool gunner glasses and some other really cool stuff. So go down there. Feel free to like tell them I sent you or something. I don't think we get anything for that, but maybe I'll give you good luck. Love you. Mwah. Diku diku diku. Dee 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 dee. Do 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 do.